The KCSAP project called for proposals. And so I was one of those team members who wrote adaptive proposal calls. And we won. So the second time they asked for applied thematic areas and seed system. And I was part of that team. And so we wrote 6 projects. 3 for dairy goats and 3 for Sahiwal multiplication. The project which I'm working on, the main goal is to contribute to increased dairy goat productivity through genetic and economic analysis for the breeding programs of dairy goats in Kenya. And I have about four specific objectives. That is, 1, to characterize the production system which these different dairy goats in Kenya are being raised. The second one is to derive or to determine the relationship, the genetic relationship of these dairy goat genotypes, and also to know how are they related to each other, the 4 different types. And the third one was to derive or to identify the loci which has been subjected to selection through selection signatures in the dairy goat genomes, the dairy goat in Kenya. And the last and not the least is to derive the economic values of the traits in the breeding goals of these dairy goats in Kenya. So in Nyanza, we have Sanen dairy goats breed. Then Nyeri, we have Alpine, which was introduced from Africa. And then Meru, we have Toggenburg. I had a questionnaire which I administered to the household, or the household in those 3 counties, just to know how they manage the goats and which breed they keep, and which production system and their performance and their production performance, all those performance. And for the second and third objective, because it involved the DNA extraction, I had to collect some blood samples from all those goats, but not all of them. In every homestead, I collected blood samples from 2 mature does. So when I took the blood samples to Caro Biotech laboratory in Kabeta, we extracted the DNA from all those 96 samples. After the quantification of the DNA and the drying, then I sent to Neogen company in UK for sequencing. After 2 weeks, I got my results, the sequence data. And so I did the analysis using so many softwares and all that, but thanks God I got all the result that I wanted. And so for the first objective, which is characterizing the production system, the result revealed that most of the farmers or most of the household who keep dairy goats, they do it in intensive production system. So like zero grazing. And the production for these goats varied. For the second objective, which was to derive or to identify the breed relationship, it revealed that we have clear distinctiveness of these breeds, such that Sanen grouped alone in one group, Toggen the same, and Alpine the same. However, when I did my admixture analysis, it showed that Sanen is about 90-something% pure bred. Toggen and Alpine, they admixed. For the third objective, which was to identify the loci after the selection, you know, when these breeds were introduced in Kenya, they've gone selection, natural and artificial selection. And with that, it has left a footprint in their genome. And so what my result revealed There are areas which has genes for production, adaptation, and reproduction. For the fourth objective, which was to derive the economic values of the traits of breeding goal, it revealed or showed that certain farmers, they are making profit. However, alpine farmers in Nyeri, they are making a loss. So my research, it can help the farmers and also the researchers to know that the goats that we have, they are not purebred. So we need more research. The main objective was milk production, but then there was no market for milk. So they changed their breeding objective to selling of breeding bags. And so that is why they are not making more money. And also the price of the milk and the breeding bags are less. So it is now the association, which is the umbrella of those farmers, to know what to do so that the farmers can be able to realize the profit of the enterprise.